Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and it's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's time for my weekly news roundup for week 23. Lots of interesting stories this week, and I have lots of videos to share with you. As always, everything is timestamped in the description below if you want to bounce around to your favorite segments. Mainly this week is focused on MMOs. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right. Let's jump right into this. I thought I'd start this week off with a feel-good story. A crazy story, a weird story, something that you probably won't believe, but I can promise you I did some digging and this is real. An Among Us shaped chicken nugget just sold for nearly $100,000. This is not a joke. Chicken nugget that looks like a character from Among Us. 100 grand. IGN, explain. Moving over to the world of Path of Exile, who yesterday did its part 2 for Game Mechanics Q&A. And when I talk about getting detailed answers, I mean they are getting detailed answers. Let me just give you one example, and I can't even read it because it's too long. So this is the whole thing, okay? People ask questions, and obviously GGG gives the answers. And I covered this in the last weekly news roundup, but listen to this. And if an enemy spell is critical, will it crit with each hit of the same cast, or will each hit roll critically separately? Look at the answer that they gave. This is GGG's response to that question. Very impressive from a game studio. So, love them or hate them. I love it whenever game studios give the community the ability to ask questions, just like my dev chat segments that I do with Last Epoch. I'm hoping that they get to this level in the future, but this is great. All of this will be linked in the description below. Right now we are halfway through the Ultimatum League, so if you want to get some really in-depth answers to some questions, somebody might have asked them, and you can check them out right here. Now we're going to talk about a game that I haven't discussed in a long time. A very, very long time. Crowfall officially launching on July 6th. Crowfall, the highly anticipated PvP MMO, is finally releasing, coming next month on July 6th. The up-and-coming MMO celebrated the announcement with an all-new video about the first story in Crowfall, Eternal Heroes, Dying World. Now, when I say I haven't discussed this game in a long time, I mean it. My first video on YouTube. My first video on YouTube. Obviously, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I made a top 5 MMOs coming to North America. And guess what number 1 on that list is? I'm okay with embarrassment. Listen to this. First video, 500 views, 16 likes.
Number 1, Crowfall. Publisher and developer, Artcraft. Any Game of Thrones fans out there? Well, look no further. This Game of Thrones simulator will have players battling for the right to the throne. Crowfall initially had its kickstart of $1.7 million. This Throne War Sandbox MMO will contain 5 different systems of worlds known as campaigns, and each world will have a different set of rules. The economy on Crowfall will be player-driven, allowing users to build their own empire. Crowfall will contain unique archetypes according to the development team. It even features a Game of Thrones-esque house banners right on the official site.
I can't watch it anymore. This is August 2019, so it's almost taken them 2 years to get this game out, but it used to be my number 1. Enjoy the new video for Eternal Heroes.
Once, we were like children. Foolish, but happy. That was before we learned that our gods could die. Gaia, the Earth Mother, wellspring of life. We found her broken and bleeding, and with her last breath, our world was shattered. We call it the Hunger, for that is what it does. It consumes. Then came the wars. Brutal, desperate, and endless. When the gods are angry, mortals pay the price. Some of us pay it more than once. My Lord's offer was simple. Eternal life for eternal service. I am immortal, chosen by the gods to pick over the bones of this dying world, to bring them glory, wealth, and power. I am not alone. There are others. We do not love them, but we serve them, for they are our gods. We are their crows.
E3 is officially right around the corner. E3 2021 schedule is now live. Fan registration for digital event now open. And again, the link below will give you all the information if you want to register and give you the entire calendar for the event. Now, E3 is Saturday, June 12th, so literally next Saturday, and it runs all the way Tuesday, June 15th. So there's a lot going on there. And you're going to have all the big names and all the AAA game studios showcasing all their newest content for us. I'm sure I'll be covering some of it on the channel. And again, I will link this in the description below, which has the full breakdown of everything going on and how to register. E3 2021, next Saturday the 12th. Anybody out there still playing Elder Scrolls Online? This is a game I used to love. No, I haven't logged in a while, but I do appreciate the game, and I appreciate that they continue to update it. Blackwood launches today for Elder Scrolls Online for PC. All we care about is PC. See, PC, they got the first launch of this, which is great. This actually came out on Tuesday. The next chapter in the Elder Scrolls Online is Blackwood, and it launched today for PC and consoles following June 8th. Console should come second, I like it. Blackwood brings a bunch of new features and locations for Elder Scrolls Online. Have you seen the trailer for this? It's awesome. I'm going to play it for you now. Enjoy. I told you guys, mainly MMOs. Singularity 6 reveals trailer for up-and-coming community-driven MMO, Palia. Now, this is a video I actually made earlier in the week talking about a nice, relaxing MMO. A game focused on community, friendship, and romance, building together with your neighbors. Do you want to be a cook? Do you want to fish? Do you want to craft? Do you want to build houses? I'm sure there's tons of other professions. Do you want to be a bug catcher? Well, you can do that in the up-and-coming MMO Palia. And again, I will link that video at the end of this video. In Palia, humans are the legendary race that was known for being powerful in magic. The player will take on the role of a human who has just awoken in a nearby set of ruins. You will be able to make your way to the nearby fishing village to begin meeting characters and helping the community. Now, like I said in the video that I made earlier in the week, I've really never played a game like this, and there's a lot of people that are mixed. Obviously, someone that's in the action RPGs probably won't like a game like this, but there is a large growing community, and there is a market for it. What do you think of Palia? Seems like a staple for my weekly news roundup to always talk about Swords of Legends Online, because for whatever reason, this game has such a large buzz. It's always like Swords of Legends Online and New World. That's what you hear about over and over again, and my friends still try to convince me to play this game, but I am not sold. Because so far, all the coverage that I've done just isn't super impressive. Anyways, Swords of Legends Online second beta begins today, and this was on Tuesday. If you missed the first beta, which was May 21st through the 25th, you can still get into the open beta right now. The second closed beta for Swords of Legends Online begins today. If you missed the first closed beta, you'll be able to hop in all the way through June 8th. So it is still possible for you to get in, and this is the instructions for how to do it. I will put all of it in the description below. Last but not least, we have to talk about the highly anticipated MMO from Amazon Game Studios, New World. See, I wasn't kidding. This week was all about MMOs. We talked about Crowfall, Elder Scrolls Online, Palia, Swords of Legends Online, and now New World. Action RPGs were really last week. New World continues a tour of Eternum, this time visiting Morningdale. And Morningdale actually looks like a pretty nice place with lots of ancient ruins to explore. Now, of course, I'm going to allow this video to take out Weekly News Roundup 23. But first, you know what I'm going to say. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're close to 1,000 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. We are about 130 subs away from 10,000. This channel's first real goal. Now, don't subscribe if you don't think that I deserve it. But if you do think I deserve it, I would really appreciate it because we are so close. Just click that little red button. I would really appreciate it. All right, I hope you all enjoyed Weekly News Roundup 23 and enjoy Morningdale for New World.
They say that only the incredibly brave or incredibly foolish make their home in Morningdale. It's a region where rain is a constant companion, and if sodden boots aren't enough to slow you down, then the wretched creatures that stalk its many ruins will surely hinder you. Yet, in spite of its dank, dark atmosphere, there is beauty to be found here. From the enormous, extravagant statues greeting sailors at New Balefire to its unique flora and fauna, Morningdale hides many of its treasures, and only the dedicated explorers will unearth everything there is to see. Your first stop in the territory will surely be Morningdale Hamlet, a small settlement in the center of the region. Despite the many trials and tribulations the land presents, just ask survivalist Fletcher. The people here have built a home for themselves, with plenty of houses available if you want to start your own life here. Morningdale Hamlet is an oasis in a vast region of torment, and you should spend your time in these ruined walls, gathering equipment and preparing yourself for the wilds beyond. There are tools available for those who wish to craft their own gear, or you can check in at the trading post if you've got the coin to spare. Venture south of the hamlet and you'll uncover some of the many ancient ruins that the region is known for. Now flooded by the endless rain, the ruins of Sabra, Masik, and Karaka fascinate explorers and scholars alike. But tread carefully, as ancient guardians will do all they can to preserve and protect these landmarks from interlopers. To the southeast is Morningdale Fort, built on the beach to provide cover from both the land and sea. Any invading factions will need to control this location, but it won't be easy to take down. There's very little cover on the beaches and a hill to climb without getting cut down by turrets. May the winds blow in your favor. Venture up the eastern beaches to the north of Morningdale and you'll come across New Balefire, an imposing port with extravagant sculptures looking out across the sea. This port of the ancients is now overrun with corrupted, and the stonework has been worn away from combat. So be sure to watch your step, lest you fall into the dark waters below. Gildan seems to know something about this port. Perhaps she can tell you more. You'll also notice ancient towers across the territory, but only the bravest of warriors will want to get within a stone's throw of Scorpius. The corrupted have also made a home for themselves here, and they'll fight tooth and nail to keep you out. With the ancients and corrupted battling for a stronghold across Morningdale, you're likely to encounter their kind wherever you set foot. But you'll also need to be wary of the bears in the forests and even the boars on the main roads. Each is as furious and deadly as the last. It can also be quite hard to see what's ahead with the driving rain that this region is known for. Keep your eyes keen, and if you must make camp, ensure you've got a roof over your head. So, why venture into this forsaken landscape if all that faces you is death and dirt? There's also talk of weirdwood trees across this patch of land, though only expert loggers will know how to harvest the mysterious wood and sap from this particular plant. No matter how you look at it, Morningdale remains a fascinating area of Eternum to explore. Its ancient ruins and impressive stone structures are as awe-inspiring as they are daunting, and those that have chosen to live here have carved a charming home out of a demanding territory. If you're prepared to fight through the rain and the corrupted, perhaps you too could find a new life in Morningdale.